Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sorcerer. So last night, I don't know, I checked my comments from the previous video and commented wanted to see gameplay. Me fight this gentleman that I talked about the other day, Mr. Too Clever X here from Black Flame. And I'm like, yeah, sure. When I started doing video, and I didn't even take notice of what the leadership was, and because I thought it was going to be Alice's, because you know, thought they would need turn meter. Turns out they got turn meter just fine. And what you're going to see, because I'm going to run this back here in a second, I'm going to show you what's going to happen here. And what's going to happen here is you're going to see a turn meter train. Okay, and the reason why you're going to see it is because of the leadership. Take a look at this. If a harmful effect is affected to opponents, gain 20% turn meter. And that's the level 1 upgrade. Now I think I talked about how much this is going to cost. I just want you to do the math with me before we get into it. Do 25, and then I'm pretty sure they went all the way to gear 9 because they were gear 9. Because they're gear 9. So 225 350. So that's 475. 475 plus 375. So it's 950, right? 950 alphas, which granted is not a big deal. Gammas, 150, 100, so that's 250 plus 75, so that's 325 gammas. So 950 alphas, 375 gammas. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then, so that's just on the leadership. I'm not sure what other passive they probably have. I can't even imagine what else they had. What else they have? Probably at least a couple of the abilities. You'll see that Mirror comes out. At least it did last night. Comes out relatively quick. Probably they went and cast. They went take a bite right off our bat. They didn't transform though. They didn't bring out the cauldron in the gameplay that I experienced last night. But I just want you to see before we get into this, and I want you to notice the lineup that we're about to run up against. Okay, so it's Evil Queen lead, Maleficent with the leadership that you just saw. Maleficent, who puts out a ton of debuffs. Snow White for control, and she does a little bit of debuffs. Alice doing what Alice does. In the game I ran last night, I did charm Kidda, and we'll see if that makes any turn meter. But today we're gonna try. Today we're gonna try charming Evil Queen. I don't know that'll make any difference, but maybe we do. So I'm gonna record this on 1 time speed. Got it set. Gonna have it set up for 1 time speed, so we're not gonna auto run through this. And we're just gonna see what happens. All right. So I want you to notice. A couple of things. We're not that far below. We're less than 300 total points below. When I was running this last night, I thought they might have gear 10 pieces. I don't think that now. And you'll see why. But let's just get into it, see what happens. Hey, maybe I'll end up winning if I actually charm Evil Queen. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. But we'll see. And so we're still on one time. See, they get to go first, kiddo. And I don't understand this. See, they already get Magic Mirror out. Here come debuffs. Okay. Now I get to go. Now, try to charm Evil Queen. Don't know if that did anything, but we did it anyway. Okay, I did not get, okay, so now I finally get to go with Merida. So basic, obvious to open. Now she's going to be empowered the next time if she gets to take a turn, which we'll see if she does. You can already see how weak my team is. Already. Now we can put Bucket of Soldiers out. Then we're going to cleanse, of course, with TT. Here comes Evil Queen. We charmed her. It didn't matter because she's just going. Now she transformed. Keep in mind we're on one time. Here we go. The Terminator train is going. We did try to, so evidently the charm on Evil Queen did not stick. And this is just what she's doing. You saw what I did. All I did on my end was try to charm with Snow White, try to charm her with Snow White. And then I basicked with Merida. And then I cleansed with Tiana. And that is all I got to do this whole match. Last night they didn't get Cauldron out. Obviously tonight they have Cauldron out. Today they have Cauldron out. Bucket, we're gonna Sugar Rush. I don't know what Sugar Rush is gonna do for us. I don't know how much mileage we could have gotten out of Golden Hammer. Probably none. Not sure how much mileage we could have gotten out of Fairy Wand, the Blue Fairy Magic. And there's you know, we're basicing, you know, snow's still up because it's snow. But she's gonna die soon. And so, you know, this team just gets steamrolled because A, it's princesses, B, it's princesses, and C, it's princesses. I don't know if there is a team out there that can remove Terminator, that can remove debuff, because that's all she runs on. And let's just take a looky at the leadership so you can understand what I'm saying. I mean, and yeah, I'm sure they put points in other places, but just look at this. The tier 2 upgrade. If a harmful effect is infected to opponents, gain 20% speed meter. that I'm guessing goes directly to Evil Queen. This I'm guessing is for the whole team, so that brings us to 15. And then after that, then if an opponent is defeated during the turn, grant. If an opponent is defeated during a turn, grant that teammate an additional turn. So that's just the stuff to tier 9. And so I'm guessing you could, if you just invested in the leadership with her, she's just gonna ramp. That's all she's gonna do. And so I'm gonna say that long term, I think that Evil Queen is gonna be our first super legendary. In that, not only do you need so many characters to get her, which I'm going to be putting out some videos so you guys know who you need to be able to get. First Huntsman, and then Evil Queen. Because the event ends today, and I want you to have the information. So if you decide to go after them, because obviously I don't think that this team runs without Maleficent. So the way I'm still going to say, even if you want to go for Evil Queen, I still think you need to have Maleficent, if not all 10 of the essential tunes first, and I mentioned that in the videos. But she's clearly the meta, and clearly, for Kingdom Villains, because all this did was affect Maleficent, because it says Kingdom Villains gain, and so the only one gaining from this leadership was Maleficent. So it was essentially a duo that just happened to have 3 other characters, 3 other legendaries on the same team that did basically nothing. I mean, Kidda did what she did, but she didn't get her stone guards out or go to an empowered or whatever. It was all Evil Queen and Maleficent. So yeah. The counter, if you're asking me about a counter, the counter, I think the counter is going to be Encanto, because their magic, I think they're going to have a D-spell, and so I think the new meta is going to be, might end up being Evil Queen. We'll have to see about whether they end up making Maribel a super legendary, and how good Encanto is. I get a feeling that the powers that be, the whiners, the ones who wanted to be like, oh, these little girls are beating up on my Legos. Yeah, I believe that this is why she's here. This is why her kit is like it is. And I don't know that Maribel will end up being the answer, but for those of us who don't enjoy playing Legos because it's dumb, it's just dumb in my opinion, then what else are we going to do? Because I think this is basically forcing everybody into the same where it just becomes a who takes the first turn. Does my Evil Queen go first, or your Evil Queen, or who, or what? I think that's all it is. I think that's all they're. I mean, because that's what's going to end up being. Because if you don't have a way to cleanse the harmful effects and recover turn meter or something, and you're up on this level of PvP or higher, guess what? I mean, obviously, if you're on the lower end and you do go for Evil Queen, you're just going to skyrocket. You're going to skyrocket. You can skyrocket. But just know that when you get up to Too Clever's level, Too Clever X's level, you better bring your good stuff, or else you're going to get got. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll be back. Like I said, I did go ahead and make the video about who you need for Huntsman and Evil Queen, and I'll be putting that out shortly. But till then, have a good one. We'll see ya. 16 minutes. Bye.